Is money really important?
Ask the woman. But if she says that money is not important, I will walk out.
Why?
Because ask her.
Is money really important at you?
Jesus Christ. Money is important, actually, but I feel that money shouldn't define your love for the person you claim to love, maybe your husband. Let me take it back to when I was single. It wasn't that my husband he doesn't have money. I'm not saying that he doesn't have what he's doing, or probably he doesn't have a future, he has plans. I know that, okay, this person, I know where he's going. So I can say that then it wasn't about money. Even then, it wasn't giving me anything like that.
It was just the words of
It was
affirmation.
just that was affirmation was working. Text message, it was the era of cards.
Okay.
With Mr. Biggs, you got all those things. Little, things
like
matters
that,
then. But now, inside marriage,
money is important.
I know that one thing is, especially when you know that this money is there, let your husband spend the money on you. My dear sister. When you know that, the thing is,
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the band series of the Talk and Tones podcast. I am your host, Daisy, and you know what we do on the band series? We talk, we gist basically, and we banter. And today we're talking about something really important in our everyday life. Now, in relationships and marriages, money is important. When you talk about I want to get into a relationship, I want to get married, money is important. And while we're talking about money in marriages, in relationships, we also talk about love languages. What are your love languages? What is it that you want me to do for you? What is that one thing that you do that will tattoo in my head? That's just what we're here to talk about today, is basically gist and banter. And I've got two amazing people with me today. I've got the lady on my left and the guy on my right. Like, I always get confused with this left and right thing. But today, I think I got it. The lady on my left, the guy on my right. All right, so I'll give them and I'll allow them introduce themselves. They say ladies first. So, my lady, you're welcome.
thank you very much.
All right.
My name is Yemisi Adetola. I'm a mom, a wife, I'm a sister, and I'm an aunt. I'm also a human resource expert. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. All right, over to you, sir.
All right, so my name is Victor Onuka. I am whatever you call me. All that matters is for me to make money.
What do you do, sir?
Well, I'm a media expert.
Okay. All right, so when we talk money, marriages, and love languages, I want us to start from this aspect, from love languages. We evolve into relationships, and when we're talking relationships or marriages, we talk money. So from love languages, from to money, and then to marriages, because our topic is money, marriage, and love languages. So I want us to turn it to the other side. Love languages, money, and marriage or relationship, whichever, because you are not married, so we're going to talk relationship, but she's married. All right, so let me start with, what is your love language?
Well, that's one of the things that people like us actually question. Because sometimes, when some people say they have no love language, some people say it's not possible. But I mean, it could be anything. I just want you to be normal. I just want you to be human.
That's all.
That's all. Just be human. Just be yourself.
Okay.
And do what you like to do. I mean, that's my love language. Be you.
Be you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically. So, and that's different from the conventional love languages that people know. But that's how I say it.
Okay. What about you, TMC?
Okay, for me, I think.
Let me ask, what was your love language before getting married? And now that you're married, has it changed? Has the dynamics changed?
Well, for me, before I got married, actually, my love language used to be words of affirmation. You have to tell me. I'm not this person that believes in, okay, this is the way I feel and I want to keep it to myself. You should be able to read my actions, you should be able to know. I want you to tell me. I want you to let me know the way you feel about me. If you love me, say it to me. Let me hear it, like, often, all the time. So that's before I got married. And in marriage, things change actually, but of course I still love the fact that you should tell me if you love me. But of course I love gifts too in
So
marriage.
reality
Yeah.
is important. Right.
So you can't tell me you love me and not give me gifts. So that's, I love receiving gifts. I love surprises in
So now
marriage. You
gift
should.
has taken over what's over
It has not
relationship.
taken over. I still love.
Okay, the way they
You know.
would affirm to you is
Oh
to give you
yeah,
gifts.
you give
All
me
right.
gifts. You understand?
You're
So I
welcome.
love to receive gifts. My husband should buy me gifts. Just shower me with gifts. So that's it
All
for
right. So,
me. Thank you.
Victor, you mentioned that you want people to be themselves.
Yeah.
So when people look onto you, say, okay, I want to get into a relationship with this person, you want them to be themselves. What would they get from you?
Well, they will get who I am because, people like us are not people who like to hide under one finger. So, because I know if I do, you are going to see me. So I'm going to tell you who I am. You are going to see who I am.
And who are you? We want to
I am
know
who I am.
who I know. No, we want to know who you are.
Well, okay. So if you really want me to give you, a leeway into who I am, I
Yeah.
am that person that believes that, life in itself, especially when it comes to relationship, is something that isn't sacrosanct. Meaning that I do not believe that this is the exact way that it has to be. You can't tell me now that because it works for somebody this
Yeah.
way, it has to be that way for you, because I understand that there are individual differences.
Of course.
And, what happens in another person's marriage or in your prior marriage or relationship might not necessarily, make sense in this particular one, because the person you were in a relationship with at that point is different from this person. And they have their own individual differences. This person might be different from that person. And so I am usually open to, knowing who you are and then seeing who your person is. And at some points, if I feel that I'm not so comfortable with who your person is, I begin to let you see reasons why I am giving you, some other options that maybe we can have this change or we can have that change. But then I'm not the kind of person that would usually want to force anybody on to
do
change,
things.
because I understand, I did a bit of some psychology, and I
Okay.
know that in psychology, there's what is called choice theory. And one of the tenets of choice theory says that you cannot change any other person, that the only thing you owe another person is information. So, which is reason why I would give you the information as onto what I think is not right, but I'm not going to force you to change. I'm going to give
So
you.
what if the person doesn't change?
Well, that's why it's relationship.
Okay.
It means that it could either lead to marriage or end before marriage. Now, that's not to say that the mindset was to end it before marriage.
Okay.
But then you relate with somebody to know the person. Now, when you know the person and you feel that, wow, I
Cannot
mean,
cope with this.
we can't function together, I'm going to let you know. And it takes two to tango. It will also take two to entangle.
Deep word. Okay. So you are saying basically that words of affirmation, gifting, what other love languages? Wait, what love language do
Time.
we have? Okay, giving me attention,
time.
quality time,
Quality
and all of that.
time.
You're saying all of those things do not work for you.
Well, not the way you have put it now. You have put it as all of those things, but all of those things might be embedded in who the person is.
Okay.
So if that is who you are, then that's you. Do you understand? So what I'm trying to say is I don't have a particular one. I won't come to you as a lady and tell you if you want
have
to be
to buy
with
me
me,
gifts.
you
Of
have to
course,
buy
it
me
cannot
gifts.
be like that. But for me, I think that as a person, you may not know. There will be something that you like. There will be a way that you want someone to show you love. To show that they love
so
you.
what if I
You
tell
may
you-
say that I don't want to box somebody up and say that, okay, this is what I want. This is how I want to be loved. But if you really search your heart very well,
I really
there's
have.
something that
I'm a
you love. It
psychologist.
may be physical
So I
touch.
understand.
It may be attention. Okay, what
so
if you're
what-
dating
what
someone
if the
and
person-
the person doesn't even look at your side? The person doesn't give you attention, and you say that, oh, that person
Now,
is doing
so that's
her.
why I
Maybe
said-
she doesn't like
That's
something
why I
like that,
said-
but you love it.
Now, so now, listen to me very well.
Okay.
Understand this thing. I said that for me, I do not have a particular one
Okay.
that, for instance, some people will say, when you give me gifts, that's what I like. But if you don't give me gifts, it doesn't change the love that I have for you. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Now, if you now flip it to the other side and you say quality time, if you don't give me quality time, so long as I know you are there, we can talk once in a while. I mean, for instance, some people would wake up in the morning, call their girlfriend, 1 hour later, how are you doing? 2 hours later,
You're not that type of a man.
Now, if that is what you want, I can do that for you.
Okay.
Now, if that's what you do to me,
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind. But if you don't do it,
You
I
don't
also
mind.
don't mind.
Oh,
Okay.
That's what
Okay,
I'm
now
saying.
I get
So
the point.
that's
you
why
can
I said
change.
I can.
You
these
can
things
do
are-
whatever
it's
it
not-
doesn't.
it
it's
doesn't
not cast in
define it.
stone.
Okay.
It doesn't define who you are to me or what we are doing. So long as, I mean, if you cannot,
Everybody
no
should
problem.
do
Whatever
their
you can
thing.
offer, just make sure that at least you are bringing some intelligence to the table, and that's what is important.
And you love the person,
And I love the
and
person.
you don't care if the person give you a time.
Do ladies even give gifts in the first instance?
Don't say that. No, don't say that. If you love someone,
I don't give. No, I have.
if
I
you
have.
love
It's not-
someone,
it's
I
it's
don't know
just
if
the
you're
way
in
she
a
was saying it.
relationship. If you love someone, you will, of course, the person will give you gifts, no
I
matter
know,
how
but
little.
I am just saying. I'm just saying that it's not like when it comes to gifting, we know that guys are more of gifters.
But I want to
than
tell you
ladies.
that even guys too love gifts. They may not say it out, but I think men also want to be appreciated.
Nobody
they want us
hates
to, you know,
accusation.
yes, they want to be appreciated.
If you acquire something, you like it. If that thing comes for free, it's better. Do you understand? I have a life principle, or there is a life principle that they say it's better free than cheap. Now, so if I need this and I know I can get this for 1,000 naira, if I get it for free, it's better for me. It's a human principle.
Yeah.
All humans are like that. So, but what we are saying is that some guys we don't mind if you
care.
don't give us gifts, it's fine.
But you shouldn't expect the same, or you
No,
would.
that's
would.
me. Who I am is different from who she
Who
is.
she is.
You can't be giving your girlfriend gift and she will not.
I've given before now
Of
for
course.
2-3 years and she did not.
I
The
know,
only
don't
thing
do
she gave me, let me tell you, the only thing she gave me is a pen.
A pen.
So how
Yes,
did you
and
feel?
a pad.
How did
Oh,
you
okay.
feel?
A pen and a pad, a writing
a
pad.
writing
In that
pad.
3
That was
years.
customized, was it not?
Customized.
In that 3 years, how did you
Normal.
feel about it? You giving out, and the person, your
Funny
so-called
enough-
girlfriend, the person you
funny
claim to
enough-
love, does not even.
Funny enough,
At any
I
point-
didn't even sit down one day to
think about it.
until after we had broken up.
Mm-hmm.
So in retrospect was when I knew that wow.
This girl
Ẹ wá
said,
gẹ́
"Wetin
ìwọ
I gave?"
kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gan-an pen and paper ló máa gbélé mi lọ́wọ́. Àṣẹ wà
But one
nínú-
thing I know is men love gifts. Like, I know that men are wired to, they are the givers.
Yeah.
They are the providers. Like, I'm married. My husband will always provide. But one thing I know is anytime we just, myself and the children, just organize something for him or probably surprise him with a
appreciate,
gift,
yes.
he
Very
always talk
happy.
about it. And I'll be like, well, boy, them are for big pay.
But they
You
don't-
don't
because they
care.
don't
You don't
get
even
it
need
often, so they
it.
don't
Like,
care.
you just
So
want to
it
make
really-
us happy. You just want to provide for us whatever. Me ò need a way.
But
But
it's
each time I
important
just
that you do
go all
care.
out to do
Yeah.
something for him, I notice that he always talk about it. Even when we want to say, like, sweetheart,
love
I know, okay, so perfect, but wait, things like that always blow their mind.
Sorry, Malaki.
All right, so now let's talk about money. We've spoken about love languages. Let's talk about money in relationships and marriages. Is money really important?
Ask the woman. But if she says that money is not important, I will walk out.
Why?
Because ask her.
Is money really important at the end?
Jesus Christ. I'm not- Well, I don't really have a
You can
one-word
think back
answer.
from before you got married.
Yes.
For instance,
Thank
For
you.
instance, let me help you. When you were speaking the other time, you said that your love language before, the major one,
Yeah,
was words of
Words of
affirmation.
affirmation.
Yeah.
Thank you.
When she got married,
It
he
changed
changed
to
to gifts.
Of course, you still get no.
No,
It
when-
doesn't
She
change.
still-
I still love. I still love you.
but then you realize that gifts. But
Gifts
before
not
you
there,
now-
nice.
you get- so if money was not important,
But the thing
How are
is,
they
the
going to get
question
the
is, my
gifts?
brother, who doesn't like gifts
so
now?
that's why I'm saying you should
People
answer.
complain that somebody gave you.
Eh,
Right?
That's why I'm
Yes.
saying that you should answer that it is important. No, they should quote importance.
Money.
Let's hear from her.
Money is important, actually, but I feel that money shouldn't define your love for the person you claim to love, maybe your husband. Let me take it back to when I was single. It wasn't that my husband he doesn't have money. I'm not saying that he doesn't have what he's doing, or probably he doesn't have a future. He has plans. I know that, okay, this person, I know where he's going. But I didn't see money then. I know what I was looking at. I know that, okay, this person, he knows what he's doing. He knows where he's going. He has a vision. He has a plan for us. So it wasn't all about money then. So we were, both dating, and, I was working. He was working, but it wasn't as if, okay, the pay was good, but at least we know that this relationship is moving towards marriage and we're planning together. So I can say that then it wasn't about money. Even then, it wasn't giving me anything like that.
It was just the WhatsApp.
It was just that WhatsApp information was working. Text message, it was the era of cards.
Okay.
With Mr. Biggs, you got all those things. Little, things
like
matters
that,
then. But now, inside marriage,
money is important.
I know that one thing is, especially when you know that this money is there, let your husband spend the money on you. My dear sister. When you know that, the thing is, when the person you are dating, or probably your husband, I'm talking relationship and marriage now. When you know that, okay, this person, it is not as if he doesn't want to give. Konini. If he doesn't have, and you know that he's working on something, you don't have to enforce the person. You have to give me. You have to do this. You have to do that. But when your husband, when you know that he has the money, he should spend it. I don't know. My husband will say that if I didn't spend money on you guys, you are my wife. My children are there. Who do I want to spend on? So I feel like money is money. I cannot say. I already said that money shouldn't define it, because Sherry at times you may have money today and be broke tomorrow. Will you now leave the marriage? Because, okay, your husband
some have left the marriage. So some have left the marriage. Story is full everywhere. Okay. Some have left the marriage because it was broke.
I understand, because money was the reason they entered into the marriage.
No, I'm not understand. To say that
because when you, I understand where you're coming from. Money, because money is the fun. Because they know that, okay, this person was spending on me while we were dating. So maybe probably even that guy, entice that lady with money. You know those guys that we always put money first when they want to ask you out. They would have bought a lot of things. They will take you out. They will take you go shopping, do this, buy this. And in that, I would not even blame the girl, because in that lady's head, it's like, okay, it's all about money. Because that do
you know, so now entering into the marriage too, there are some ladies too that the test of, as you are coming, they will first give you bill. You've not heard about
those one. That was today.
So what are you saying? So now these things are comes like this, like that. Sometimes it's the man that is bringing it forward. The man might have gone through some experiences of ladies who left him, because some lady will say, if I read it on internet, we all read it on internet, where ladies say, once he's telling you that, come, can we go on a date? Some ladies will even tell you that you buy me my dress. That's you putting money ahead of everything. Because now we have just met yesterday. I'm saying, okay, let's meet on a date somewhere. And you're already telling me to buy you a dress. Then I already know that it means that if I don't have money, because first I'm going to spend money on the date.
Yeah.
Now, but pre-date safe. You say, you not get clothes for house before.
Okay, I love what you said when you said that. Okay, it depends.
You cannot look good for yourself.
I'm going on a date with you.
It depends, actually. I like that part you said, that it's because of, the person's experience. Don't blame the lady too. It may be because of his experience too.
Yes,
probably he has dated a guy that he actually said, don't worry, babe, can I send you money? Don't bother, just be fine. And in the long run, the guy dated her. So come wo pe any guy that comes your way, I have to bill you like.
That's why some UK brothers, US brothers usually come to Nigeria in December to do dirty December.
But UK brothers are stingy.
They are stingy now, because guys are already having sense that they know that when they come, sometimes it's not just that the girl is collecting the money from only them. It's collecting from maybe
They are
like 2 or 3.
coming to enjoy for
So
the
then, sometimes too,
money.
now, use sense. I even collect the one you have collected from the other guys from you.
Okay. Is love allowed to grow before money talk comes in? Now I want you to answer.
Yeah, well, before I go into this, let me also set a premise for the importance of love or the non-importance of love in a marriage or relationship. I actually think that money is highly important because if you talk about relationship, you talk about marriage, you talk about love, these things are intertwined. They are interrelated. Sometimes you cannot even talk about one in the absence of the other.
Yeah.
Because no matter what it is, there is always something coming at a cost. Now, you might not want to say it as if it's coming at a cost. But if I say I love you, for instance, today, from the day I say I love you, you become part of my reason, part of my thinking. So I am already thinking that, oh, what can I do for you? How can I make you better? What are the contributions I can do to your life? Now, those things that we put on paper or we put in our thoughts would be propelled by money. So, which means that whichever way we want to say it, we might not want to gratify money above love or say how much or how gigantic money is in love series. But then you cannot in any way take out money from love or marriage because from the day you get married, you are paying bills. Even to get married, you will pay
You have
bills.
to pay bills.
So, and bills don't attend to paper or don't respond to paper. They respond to the money bill. So, money is important, whichever way you want to say it. Now, going to the question where you were asking me that is
money allowed to grow before
Is
if
love.
love allowed to grow before money
talks come in?
Well, yes, of course. I belong to the set of people who believe that I mean money should not take the place of love. That there must be that underlining factor, that underlining iota of love. Because sometimes if it's money that you see, money can grow wings and fly away, just like the Bible says. So what if they grow wings and fly away? What would happen? But if there is a basis of love, that's what you then, lean on when things are not working as they should. So I believe that, yes, love should be allowed to grow before, some money talks. But then, it's still money that connects to love.
Okay, now let's take it back a little bit. If money disappears in a relationship or marriage today, what love language do you think would suffer the most?
Gifts now. Because
See,
you see, words of affirmation, there are two ways.
Okay.
You might be born with it. Like if you just look good now, you all look out. It might just come naturally that you know how to say the right flows or the right words. If you are not born with it, you can learn it. You can even use ChatGPT to supply the song. Yes, now there are even apps now that tell you, what to say, how to discuss, how to chat with a lady. If you call a lady, the things that you should be saying. So these things are learnable. So it means that if money grows wing, gift disappears. Because now waiting you get, you go give.
Even if there's no money, it will get to a time. Words of affirmation
It
will
won't
thank
work.
you.
You'll
be like Ogbeni Kilo said there, I love you.
That's
I
why
can't do
they
without
say.
you. I
That's
can't
why
do-
they say when a guy is
Yeah.
asking you, show to gem, orgasm.
To get to a point, the woman there will be like,
Every day,
what
I
exactly
know, what do
did
you
you
want?
You ask the first time, have you eaten? She might still respond well. Second time, third time, okay, I've not eaten. Say you buy food for me.
Okay,
So
now
that's
let's
it.
move into another aspect entirely. Let's talk about marriage. I know you're not married, but you're definitely.
No, I can't. I'm a psychologist, so we
can-
talk to people who are even in marriages.
Marriage.
Okay, so
we
is
can.
joint account, a joint finance, is it realistic in a marriage setting?
Well, yes, I think it is realistic, but I also feel that the way you can realize that has to be through communication,
Let,
proper
let me say
communication.
something.
Okay.
Is it realistic or romanticized? Because I love my man or because I love my woman, let's do this together. It's because of the love we share, or because it's just let's
Okay,
build
so
towards a better future.
well, so for me, I do not even think it should be because of the love I have for somebody, and that's why I want to open a joint account with the person. It shouldn't be because of the love. I mean, if we have gotten married, it means that we already have promised ourselves to stay together for eternity. Now, so if that is the aim, that's the goal, I wouldn't think that what is most important is the love that I have for you. We are building something. We already have, a life together. And if we have a life together, what it means is that we must be building the future. And if we want to build the future, it must be something that the two of us have, sat down to talk about and then plan about. And part of the planning is because is it in finance, there must be proper planning.
Yeah.
Choosing to open a joint account can be part of the proper planning. And this has nothing to do with love.
Okay.
I don't need to love you
before.
But of course, if I have married you, why did I marry you if I don't love you?
love you.
So I don't think it's about the romance in it, but I just think it's about, where life is driving us towards. But of course, I am also part of those who believe that when you say you want to open a joint account,
Yeah.
there must also be rules and regulations that should guide the spending of the joint accounts.
Okay.
Now, so if you say want to have a joint account, it's not something that I can just come and dip my hands into and pick out of it.
Yeah.
It shouldn't also be something that you can just come and, it should be for purposes. So I would rather have us have joint accounts. It might be even more than one for different purpose. Okay, this is onto projects.
Yeah.
So we know that in your salary, in your profits, there is a percentage you
That's
bring
going
on
into-
board into our project account. There is what I also bring up on board into our project account. And from there, when we decide on which project we want to do, we can dip our hands into it and, pay from it.
Yeah.
So we can also, segmentalize different things like that. And then we now say we are putting money into this. But then, most importantly, is that you must also have your own personal account from where you can dip your hands into.
Okay.
And I must have my own personal account
Yeah,
from where I can
fine.
also dip my hands into. So, and then I feel that even that, if we are financially compliant, we might choose to also put a peg to that one. That, for instance, in your own personal account, you cannot spend at a go more than maybe a 200K without me knowing.
Okay.
I cannot spend more than
So
200K.
does that not sound like monitoring after
It's not
having a joint
monitoring.
account?
So it's not monitoring. I'm just saying.
Let's hear from Auntie Emisi. Auntie Emisi, do you have a joint account with your husband?
That question. Well, let me just start with this. For that question, I mean, couples having a joint account.
Yeah.
I would say that for me, there's no rule to that. You cannot say that, okay, Dodo, because you guys are married, you should have a joint account. It depends on what works for you. And what works for my family may not works for, another family.
Yeah, sure.
And I want to also talk about communication. When you get married, talk about it. There are a lot of things you are definitely going to talk about before marriage and in marriage. Talk about it, communicate. Okay, what do we want to achieve with this joint account? Do we have a project? Like, okay, let me use my own family as an example. I have my own account. My husband has his own account. But one thing, I don't think I have issues with, we doing something in the house, because I don't have problem with my husband. If you have to do something, he's not somebody that is, he's not stingy. So I don't sometimes I even want to stress myself, because I know that we always. So fine, we have done it before.
Yeah.
Like when we have a project.
Okay.
We just have a separate account for that. So it is not as if the joint account will be there like for life.
Forever.
It's there. The only time we have to do that is when we have a project. And for the children, we have an account for them, each of them. Okay. So, and for us, if you have a project, maybe the time we were doing our building project, maybe we have to do something, we have a plan. Okay, we want to invest on this. So he will just call me. We'll talk about it at every point. And when you know that you have a partner that always understand, that you communicate about things, ejoma agree, so you don't have issues. When we have to do something, when we have to do a project, when we have to invest on a thing, we'll sit and talk about it. Sweetheart, how do you think we can achieve this? This is the idea that came to my mind. This is what we want to do this year. How do you think we can achieve? We'll discuss it and we'll say that, okay, I think we should open an account for this, and we'll begin to do it. And if we have any money that is just lying flat in the bank, we fixed it.
Okay.
And anytime we fix money like that, anytime we need to do something, we know how to do it. Every 3 months, we know the interest will be going into the account. And if you have to do anything, we'll just tell the account officer that, okay, they should release, we need to do this. So there's no hard and fast rule to, like, we don't need to have like, okay, we need to have a joint account because everybody's having it, because we love each other, let's have a joint account. Yes. And I also want to say that couples should also discuss, because at times you have a partner that is a spender and the other person is a saver. For me, I like to save money, and I know that my husband, this is nice, you understand? So me, I used to save money seriously. So each time we have anything to do something, I want to bring out the money actually. I will not be like, so that only I don't know what about this money was okay for your family. Give me money. You know how to. I don't mind though, because that is him. He loves to give. That's it. I love to give too, but of course I still save, because I'm always like, you understand? But my husband is of the present. Let's spend this money. Why will I be having millions in account and things will,
okay.
So you have to
something about monitoring your partner's spending habits. Say, okay, if you are going to spend say 200k at a go, or maybe in 2 days or a day, please let me know. Do you buy that idea?
I didn't get that.
So
like,
there's a point where he said, if your partner, you have your own personal account.
Okay.
Your husband has his own personal account.
Okay.
Now, if you want to spend money, say 200K,
in my own account,
yes, from your own account at a go, your husband has to know about it.
No, I do not buy that idea, because
Okay, so
for me,
let me quickly come in. Now, I want to dash somebody 50k. I might not have to tell you.
Yeah.
Because it's within that amount of money. But when it looks like, okay, I just want to carry 200k
and spend it,
and spend whatever,
it
should be, if we are constantly communicating,
you should know.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's a rule or it's a law.
It's not okay. That's what I want to get. Shouldn't be a rule.
That was why I said she agrees with me.
That one too.
Let's move on to the other segment of this, where I read tweets and then we get to talk about the tweets.
Okay.
So this one says, after NYSC, I married my wife. We moved to Lagos, rented a 3-bedroom flat, had 2 kids, and I paid all house bills even after she started working. When I lost my job, we downsized to a single room and still struggled with rent. While looking for my national ID one day, I found receipts of blocks, cement, wiring, roofing, tiles, and a borehole. She had secretly built a house. I confronted her and she said she was waiting for the perfect time to tell me. I feel betrayed and broken. The house is ready. She's begging us to move in, but I have refused. Should I move in with her or not?
I feel betrayed on behalf of the guy.
Okay.
Yes, because, you don't go to that extent without letting him know. I think it boils down to a lack of proper communication. Because, one, how do you say that you bought the land, you started building on it, you completed it? Now that you have even completed it, it's still me that had to find out that you have done all of these things before you are able to tell me that you are looking for a perfect time to let me know.
Is there really a perfect time to communicate in relationships or marriages? Like
there's no perfect time. Every time is perfect for communication.
Every time.
Perhaps like the only time that is not perfect is when you know that the other person is a bit angry. That might not. That's just you reading emotions. Yeah. And then you know that, okay, at this moment,
it will not
even listen, or she might not even be interested in saying this. But emotions are ephemeral. They are not ephemeral. They would disappear in a little time. So which means that there is always a perfect opportunity to talk. If she's angry now, in 2 hours time or 3 hours time, she's going to calm down. So why would I say I didn't tell him or tell her in 2 years or in 6 months? There's no perfect time.
So, Auntie Emty, do you agree with Victor?
Yeah, I know that women sometimes want to do some things, but I feel like
She wants to surprise her husband. Surprise.
What kind of surprise
I
is
think,
that?
I think that surprise is too much of a thing.
When
as in,
I didn't mean that I was
if
not
you-
even suffering, that he wasn't suffering.
Okay.
Maybe that surprise can even
Sometimes
still work. Though it's
some-
still, there are still question marks on the surprise.
Yeah.
But not that this guy had gone through
All of the job thing
a
and
series
all
of
of that,
suffering, and then
some surprises are
suddenly
not
you want to
even
surprise
a
the
good
guy.
one.
How?
Yes, because some bad thing might have happened. So why? From getting the land, if you know what it
Building.
means to build a house, I don't even know why the man doesn't even like. I don't know why would you do that.
Okay, so Victor,
you
just
do
let
the-
us say that if your wife builds a house and says, let's move in
But
now.
will
I
you
no,
move
no,
in?
no. Though if she says I should move in, I will not move in. No. It's a
Lagidi
function
o.
of pride. It's not an agidi.
Ego, men's
It's a
ego.
function of pride.
You are
No.
living in a rented apartment. And
Yes,
someone built a house.
I would rather live
your wife.
I would rather live in that rented apartment.
Ah.
That now
Don't be
get
proud,
it right.
though.
Don't now get it right. I am not saying that my wife cannot build a house that I will move into.
But because she didn't
That's not what I'm saying.
tell you
But if
about
you
it.
could hide it away from me
Okay.
while I struggle
Okay.
to make a living for us to just
But
have a
she
roof.
did it for both of
She
you.
didn't do it for both of us.
Ah.
She didn't do it for both of
So
us.
maybe,
She did it for
maybe
herself.
if the guy hadn't found out, she wouldn't have said anything. She might have let the house out.
Okay,
Do you get-
the part I
Do
didn't
you
like
know-
was
do you
that
know about
the
some-
guy had to find out.
Yeah.
Now, do you know about
yeah.
some stories that we've also read on
Online.
platforms like this, where the guy himself was paying?
Yeah, I saw that.
An
It was
agent.
saying- Yeah, for a house.
For
For the
a
house
house.
That
where
one
they
I heard the
lived in.
story.
I mean, if he didn't find out, maybe one day the guy for make money will say, let's rent this house now. I like this house. They will now rent the
And
house
he's
and be
paying
paying
into
her.
our account.
I mean, what was
Returns
your?
on investment, you know.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
All right,
But
let's
then
go on to
I
another
wouldn't
story.
go into that house. So stay in your
Okay,
house.
so this one says,
She will
You
beg
will
you
come and
and
be
you will.
visiting me in my one apartment.
She will beg you and you will understand.
all right, this one says, my friend told me a story yesterday and it hasn't left my head. He has been with his girlfriend for over 10 years. What started as cruise slowly became serious. Now it's a decade. He'll be 31 this year, she'll be 30. They've grown together, loved each other properly, no drama, no cheating stories, just commitment. But life hasn't been kind. Money is tight. He stays in a self-contained and keeps saying he doesn't want to marry from there. No funds for a wedding, no funds for a proper place yet. The girlfriend, on the other hand, is an hairstylist. She has a shop in Lagos. She supports him sometimes with bills, little things, and encouragement. When he has, he also supports her. They are a team, but pressure is everywhere now. Our family is asking questions, not directly, but enough to be felt. Our friends are getting married. Some already have kids. The plan is to marry and move to Ogun State together. But plans need money, and money isn't showing up. So my guy asked me a question that hit hard. Where did I get it wrong? Was he staying in a relationship for 10 years and tying someone down? Was it dating someone just a year younger? Was it the economy or just life being life? And here's the part that makes it uncomfortable. She's willing to wait. She's even helping. But time is still moving. So, is love enough? Should marriage wait for financial stability? Or at what point does waiting become unfair? And who is really to blame when life delays people who did everything right?
Okay. So to answer that question directly, I would say that I do not believe that he cannot start up a life from where he is at the moment.
Okay.
There are stories of a lot of people who started life from a very,
Yeah.
a very low place.
Yeah.
And then over time, things have changed. So I believe that, especially if the girl doesn't mind, then, you cut your coat according to your size. Although this year I want to cut my coat oversized.
Oversize this year.
but then, I believe that you can actually start small, especially if they both have something or have things going on for them. It might not be gigantic. Nobody starts from the bottom and gets to the top in a day. You would eventually keep rising and things will keep getting better. And, eventually you get to,
Becomes big.
but I think that there is always that point where you can start from. And if it is that one room apartment that he stays currently, I don't think it's bad.
So
So
you say they
long
want to
as,
move to Ogun State.
well, if you stay in a place like Lagos, your one room apartment will be able to get you
A
two-bedroom flat in
two-bedroom
Ogun
in
State.
Ogun
So
State.
if your work permits you to
To
move to
move,
Ogun
why
State,
not?
why not?
Mm.
I mean, you can move to Ogun State and then have a life, begin a life, especially if your work permits you. But if your work doesn't permit you, start in that one room apartment.
So
It's
you,
still you
you
that
want
stayed
them
in.
to get married in there and start having
course
People
they
have
children?
married in
can.
one
Of
room apartment that now
course.
stay in mansions now.
Yes, so I think
Yeah,
I support,
people
I
have
agree to
married
that
that way.
school of
So
thought. It doesn't have to
I
be
mean,
big to start, yeah.
it's just a thing that the two of you have to agree on. It's communication. I have a friend who is married now, right now as we speak. She got married last year. They married in a one-room self-contained apartment. And because the room is not big enough, they have said to themselves they can only entertain visitors that will come and go. They cannot entertain visitors that will sleep over. And the two of them have agreed to it. For now, that's what they are doing, and they are having a good life. They are living their lives. Things will get better for the two of them because they are working, but you never just still plumb me, but it goes still plumb. Yeah.
Okay, no. So the last question now. Is compromise in marriage about fairness or understanding? That's the last question, and then we can leave.
Okay, so for me, compromise in marriage
Yes.
should be about the two.
Okay.
It should be about understanding.
And fairness.
It should be about fairness. Now, because I mean, you cannot just say, you cannot wait and think that somebody should keep understanding with you while you are not fair with the person. So I think they should both work hand in hand. I mean, be fair to each other and, of course, also understand with each other because sometimes you may have to understand even though it is not fair. Do you understand? The situation might not actually be one that was fair to you, but you have to understand that, okay, this has to be, or this was, and then understand and, keep your marriage. But I think that it should not be one that we say you have to understand and keep understanding, or you have to just be fair. Because sometimes, yes, it's good to be fair, but sometimes you would have to understand even though it's not fair. And sometimes you have to understand even though it's fair. So the two of them, I think,
together.
are two inseparable elements.
Anything?
It's the same with me. Like,
All right. So that's it. We've come to the end of this podcast session.
I don't know if I can say one more thing before you
Please.
end. I would like to advise that, especially people who are in relationship or who are in marriage, they should rather see money as a tool. Yes, rather than, something
to leverage
to
upon.
leverage on. So if you see money as a tool, you will know that love can exist, and then you now use money as a tool to just make it work. You know what Davido says now, that love is sweet, but one money enter. Love is sweeter. Okay.
Okay. But in this world today, do you think love is transactional?
That's another 2 hours of talk. That's another 2 hours of talk because if you go on the internet right now as we speak, a lot of transactions are happening with love. I tell you, I mean, was it not just last year we read things? I know you would have read it on the social media where one girl was saying that any guy that cannot offer you 800K on a monthly basis has no reason to be in love. And then a lot of comments under that statement was what embarrassed me the most because people whose parents are not even earning 800K were out there supporting that same notion.
But things have changed now.
I'm not saying things have not
That's what
changed.
they want.
I'm not saying things have not changed. Now there was a girl. Let me tell you, real life story. Real life story. Maybe more than 5 years now. Sometimes ago, a girl once asked me and said that, okay, I was talking to a girl, and then the girl said, "Do you have a car?"
Okay.
Now, I didn't answer that question because I found it somehow. Why are you asking me if I have a car? And then I asked the girl, what has car got to do with the question, with what is on ground? And the girl told me that because I cannot date a guy that doesn't have a car. And I just asked a question, what brand does your dad drive?
Shay,
and she felt embarrassed because this was a girl whose father had no car.
That was too much.
I am talking as
that's what she wants.
I'm
now.
not saying that's not what she wants. I'm just saying that as at the point she was asking me, she was telling me that statement. Although I had a car at that point, but at that point, her father didn't even have one.
Okay,
so if in your 25 or 22 or 23 or 20 something years of existence, your father still hasn't been able to own a car, and you are now saying if he doesn't have a car. So
that's what she wants.
That's transactional.
As much as I do not agree to the fact that a
transactions?
lady should be saying that, okay, how much are you earning? Do you have a car? But the fact remains that that's what she wants.
Yeah,
the
so-
thing is, you guys always to have what you want in a girl.
Yeah, that's what we
When
are
you
now
always
saying, and
like
that's what we are
annoyed
now
when a
saying.
lady say that this is what
See,
I want. And you know, man, you
I
got
ag-
a friend
I
as you are
agree
like
with you.
this.
That's
You
what
have your
you
kind
want.
of woman. You have what you want.
Yes, I
So, and if
agree
you say
with
it out, we will not bash
I
you. We will not
agree
say
with you
anything.
that that's what
But this
she
is a
wants.
woman saying
But
this is what
why
I
did we-
want.
how
And don't
did
be
we get to
surprised
this
you will
point?
get it.
How did we get to this point? I only said that not to say that that's not what she wants, but to say that it's transactional.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
that's
another.
that question you asked her. But it's a bit too much.
It's too much, Abi. It's
Papa
just
mi
the same-
olowo
let me
mi
ask
pe
another one.
no the thing is the fact
Okay,
remains that the
just-
way
just
our
like-
parents are
let me
is
ask
it the
another
kind
one
of
that's
life we
too
want
much.
to
Let
live?
Let me
That's the
ask
question we
another
ask
one that
ourselves. Why
is
we
too
do
much.
always go back to okay, my father doesn't
when
have a
ladies
car.
say that all men are dogs,
Go
all men
better
are
la,
dogs, all men
pray
are
now.
dogs. I also used to ask, which breed is your dad? Because it's a man.
Wahala.
Okay, we have come to the end of this. We have come to the end
man.
of this. I want you to follow us on all our social media platforms at the Talk and Tones podcast. Talk and Tones podcast on all social media platforms. And I also want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please let me tell them to
Oh
subscribe.
yeah, subscribe.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Subscribe.
And until next time, I like to say stay jiggy. Bye for now.
Bye.